Hello, I'm Michael Lamb, and welcome to the hot pad. Today we've got a problem with the Swiffer jets. Okay, you get these bottles, they get used up, hopefully, and then you throw them away, and that's not good. But getting the cap off isn't as easy as the milk jug. So what they've got on here are little tiny tabs right along the inner ring. And then they've got corresponding tabs right here on the seal. However, they're one way, so they can tighten, but they're not supposed to come off. And that's to prevent you, the consumer, from getting rid of the old and putting in your own or reusing them instead of paying their exorbitant cost. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to put some water in the microwave in a mug, and we will see how this is going to work. So I'm putting this water half full in the mug so that the tip of this will go into it, and then that'll be heated. Okay? If you want to make life easy and don't want to hold this thing forever, go ahead and fill the mug with this in it to figure out how much water to get it to about right here. Okay, that's where you want to be at. Once you do that, things will be golden. Don't fill it too full or it will overflow, or you'll start heating up the rest of this. What you want is the heat concentrated right here, on here. So, anyway, I'm going to go get a Swiffer and we're going to do the sock test. Stay. Okay. All right. Brief intermission there. I had to get the water going, and you don't want to wait that long. So, got myself a cloth, regular rag, nice and raggedy rag. Old socks, holes, you know, stuff you don't really want to ever wear again. If you're lucky enough to have the elastic wear out, it's a good thing in this case. And if you got big feet, even better. So, and then you've got socks that aren't worn out, but you ain't wearing them again because from wearing boots. So, what we're going to do is get this out of the microwave. Remember, we were talking about the bottle that the lid needs to come off from? And this lid does not come off. So, we're going to dunk it in here. Let that sit. And now we're going to grab, we'll do an easy sock just to show you. You've got Velcro on the bottom of the Swiffer mop, right? The old Swiffer mop. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a sock, we're going to lay it across here, and it's going to tend to grip on that Velcro. All right? Take another sock, and it doesn't matter if it's right side out or inside out, but you might want them inside out because you probably get more cleaning on from that. Anyway, you lay that right across here like this or like this. It really don't matter. And then grab the first sock and bring it up and over the second sock. Sometimes it helps to keep tucking that as you're pulling. And you want to pull this as close to the center as you can. And if you have a big lump there in the toe, which you shouldn't have too much, then you need to kind of spread it out a little bit. Keep pulling on this, and it'll come around the edges until you get it right up to the middle. As close to the middle as you can, and it's not going to be perfect, okay? Don't expect it to be. Again, grab the head of the sock, bring it down over top, and voila. Now you've got this as close to center as possible. That second one was too easy. I'm a little nervous about it. If you really want and your socks are horribly wore out, you can always take a safety pin across here to tighten that up and across the front. Problem is, you've just blocked your jets. So, your jets are just going to get your socks all wet. Okay? That's, I believe so anyway. Let's see, where's the jets at? Yep, the jets are on the end. So if you want, you can make another hole there, and voila, you can squirt out. Or just let the socks get nice and soaked up, spray some on the floor as you're going along. I recommend just cutting a little hole. You're throwing them away anyway, right? Or reusing them, and they'll go right back on here. When you take them off, they'll be nice and nasty, right? So you want to turn them the right side out, or the other way, so that the gunk is on the outside, because when you wash them, they will not come clean. I mean, you'll have all the gunk inside the sock. So, anyway, that's that part. If you've got stuff that isn't quite worn out yet, we could do the same thing. All right? And get your exercise spreading them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is lay it across there, nice and good. Take your other decent sock, put it across here. Let's stretch it out. Now, take your first sock and kind of roll it up a little bit. I'm going to get it over the edge and tuck this down, bringing it up. Okay? If you need to, put your hand in there and kind of open that up a little bit. Cut your hole for the sprayer. Now, bring this side up and over. Got a bulge, right? So we're going to go in here and correct that a little bit so that it's mostly smooth. A little scrubber extra isn't going to hurt, but if it's all lopsided, it isn't going to clean your floor. So, let's see here. There we are. Now you've got where you would cut your holes here and here, or just let it get your mop wetter. I think cutting a hole in the old socks and reusing them for that was a great idea. So let me get my persuasion pliers. Where did they go? As you can tell, this is not a professional setup, and I've kind of got a balancing act going on. 8-inch pliers, you can use 6-inch. Put it in the wide area. This should be ready by now. Pull it up. Wipe it off. If it comes off, good. If not, kind of grip the top a little bit, and it'll start to turn. Voila. Now you've got access to your whole bottle of gunk. And we will be adding Thieves to the other bottle. Let me grab the Thieves. And we are going to add about 3 capfuls. It might be a little heavy duty. Here comes one. There's 2. And there's 3. Almost spilled some. Okay. And I like to wipe out the cap. I don't like it making corrosion along the top, makes it hard to open up. And there we have it, the Thieves cleaner. Now we will fill the rest up with water. So I will go over to my sink over here, which you won't see because too much setup to change to get the camera different. You want to fill it up slowly with cold water, and that way it won't foam as much. And here we are. We've got the line of water here, a little bit of foam on top. You want a little bit of room on there. Grab your lid, and now it's cooled off. Place it on there, nice and tight. Needs to go one more click. I can tell. You don't want it slopping all over the place. There we go. Persuasive pliers, they always help. And there we are. So this is the old Swiffer bottle. I recommend taking off the label and writing your mixture on a sticker and putting it on here. And it's ready to go in the mop. And did I get that right? Yep. Goes that way. Ready to go. Alrighty. Happy mopping.